In today's video, we're going to talk about what are tax deed overages and are they worth it? Is it free money? And is the juice worth the squeeze on tax deed overages? So this is something that you hear a lot about. You might see some flashy ad on the internet of like free money in real estate and this and that. So there's a lot of ways you can make money for free if you value your time at 1 cent an hour. So at the end of the day, there's always going to be a cost, whether it's with your money or with your time. So with tax deed overages, it's definitely something where you don't really need a lot of capital to start with, but you have to put in an immense amount of time to actually make it worth it. And you're also competing against people who are sharks at this stuff. So what is a tax deed overages? Or how is it and what does it work? So imagine this, okay? Imagine you have a $100,000 house and it goes to tax deed auction. So it's being sold for the back taxes. Let's say the back taxes on that house are $10,000. So you have a $10,000 house, or you have $10,000 in back taxes. The house is worth $100,000, and let's say this house sells for, let's say $40,000 at the tax deed sale. That is an okay price, but what that means is that there is a $30,000 overage on that. So from there is technically $30,000 just sitting in the county bank account. And what the county doesn't tell the people at the sale or generally the former owner is that that excess money can actually be claimed by the homeowner. Now, the thing is the county's not just going to go and find the homeowner and say, hey, you have $30,000 that you can collect from the tax deed overages. And the reason is because after a certain amount of time, that money goes back to the county and they get to keep it in their bank account. So they definitely put it in the fine print and they don't make it easy to find. And this is where the tax deed overages hunters come in. So if there's ever a reality TV show called Tax Deed Overage Hunters, they would be hunting down these overages and trying to get it. Now, it sounds, you can definitely glam it up and say there's millions of dollars of just county money sitting there that you too can go and claim and get all of these millions of dollars in just county leftover money. And the thing is it's much easier said than done, like most things in real estate investing. Because in order for you to do that, you have to go and track down that homeowner. So imagine this scenario. Imagine you get a phone call one day and somebody says to you, hey, there is $30,000 of free money available to you. The first thing you're going to think is a scam. Secondly, from there, you're going to say, okay, well, from where? And this is where there's like, you have to be, or the people that do it. So first off, we've never done a tax deed overage. But the people that do it have to be very, very vague, because if they say, oh, it's just sitting in the county courthouse left over from the tax deed sale, most people are just going to go and claim it. So they have to be like very vague in many ways. Maybe they have a nice script set up so that it's not as loose and sounds. It just, imagine getting that call from somebody saying you have $30,000 available. There's been the scams like that running forever. And this is where this stuff gets challenging. So let's say you go and you pull all of these lists and you have thousands of people. Well, you need to skip trace them. You need to call their family members. You need to send them mail. You need to track them down on Facebook. And at the end of the day, you're probably going to be working for 10 to 20 bucks an hour as a newbie, if you even make it work. And to be fair, I've never taken the courses on how to do it, but we're very experienced with tax lien and deed sales, and we've come across it. And to be honest, for us, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And am I saying it can't be done? No. Just saying that from what we've seen and from the people that I've talked to that actually do it, the people that are really doing it have massive infrastructure in place. They're sharp, they have teams, they have virtual assistants, and a big operation, and you're competing against them. So, by the way, if you like this content so far, you give it a thumbs up. hit the subscribe button. And if you want to learn how to buy property for 40 to 90% below market value, there's a link below that'll give you a free training to show you how to do that in 5 steps. I always forget to say that. So, coming back to it, is it worth your time? Now, you're here obviously looking into things because it caught your eye. So that's going to be up to you to decide. Obviously, I'm biased towards the stuff that I do and that I teach, so I'm going to say, hey, check out our stuff. But you're on YouTube and there's a lot of other things to check out. So at the end of the day, you need to always just look at how things work in your life as far as time invested versus ROI. And from what I've seen in 16 years of dealing with county auctions and things like that, the amount of time and ROI put into finding a tax overage just isn't worth it for me. Because I know that in that same amount of time, I can go and do 5 or 10 normal real estate deals, or normal, whatever you want to call it. You need a way of finding the deals. So for you starting out, I would say 99% of people that want to do overages will fail. Same thing with real estate though. I would say 95% of people who want to do real estate will fail anyway. And the irony on this is because of the internet. And I've mentioned this before, where the beauty is you're watching this on YouTube. You're going to get excited. You're going to want to go and do some real estate. And then all of a sudden you'll find this new direction to go in. It'll get hard. You'll come back to YouTube. And then you'll see 20 other things and you'll just be lost in this rabbit hole. Maybe not you specifically, but the average person will just be in a full-time student of YouTube University for their whole life. So anyways, a little bit of a side tangent there. Let's bring this thing home. So what is a tax deed overage? It's money left over from the tax deed auction. The tax deed is when someone doesn't pay their property taxes. The government sells that property for the back taxes owed. Great way to get property. Can be competitive. We have videos on that all over the place. So you can find them in the county records. Once again, there'll be a link somewhere to help you out with that. Is it worth your time? Maybe it is for you. For us, it is not. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped. Once again, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Ask us a question in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to learn how to buy property for 40 to 90% below market value within 5 simple steps, there's a link below this video where we've put together a free training for you. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.